All right, good morning, everyone. Sorry, I actually got caught up talking with people in chat. I was I was chatting with people in the stream chat, and I'm like, whoa, it's like 11:16 already. Holy shit, time! I lost track of time as I was chatting with people. So what's going on? Hello, everyone. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to my final consecutive streaming day of the week. Tomorrow is my day off after 6 straight days of full-time streaming here. And I certainly hope that you guys enjoyed the 6 days. They were very, there was a lot of variety. There was a lot of fun. A lot of good stuff this week for sure. And I'm definitely looking forward to another week. This next week is going to have even more variety than this week, if you can believe it. It is true. Excuse me. With multiple new games coming out, multiple concluding games, it should be a good week. It really should be. Good stuff. So, how's everyone today? It is Monday, the 16th of August, 2021. Hope you're all doing all right. As I said yesterday, the whole purpose of my streams really is to pull us out of the stress of real life and have a chill, fun time with games, with fun social interactions, right? So I hope I can do that for you today. Again, not a great day with world news and everything going on. Not that I'm going to talk about that, because as you know, I'm not a political guy at all. But I'm happy to be able to have a venue for you to come and relax and escape and have a a mind focused on gameplay and conversation with me, rather than focusing on all that stressful stuff out there, right? I totally hear you. For those who are stressed out, I get it, okay? Excuse me. So all that being said, it's time for a fun day. Let's talk about what we're doing today. A good variety of stuff today, okay? First of all, I sneezed right before the stream, so now my stupid post-nasal drip is bothering me, and I apologize for that in advance. I hate it when this happens. It's very annoying. Once it turns on, it takes a while to basically fix itself, and it really pisses me off when this happens. I knew it. So I was looking at my stream and I'm like, wait a minute, wait a second. Things are freezing up. What's going on? It's doing that stupid I have to verify my Google account bullshit again. This is so dumb. I hate when they do this. Hold on a second here. Oh, this is so dumb, man. Yeah, it happens like every 2-3 weeks now, where I'll be logged into YouTube, I'll even be streaming, and then this fucking thing will happen. Well, they'll be like, oh, now you have to verify your Google account in the middle of fucking streaming. Like, what? Why? What are you doing? No. You're very annoying. So now I have to, because it froze up. Like, my whole dashboard that shows me things like stream stats and the like had frozen up on me. So I had to do this in order to get everything to work again. Alright, now it's refreshing. So now I should actually be able to see stream stats and everything again. Annoying thing. Also, likely when it happens on the laptop, on the desktop, it usually happens on the laptop right after. So, likely I'm going to see it pop up on the laptop in a second here too. And there's nothing I can do about that. It'll just be a little annoying. Anyway, it's working now. Thank God for fast computer and everything working fine here. Okay, so anyway, let's talk about what we're doing today. Today's going to be a fun day. We've got the continuation of Hades. Now, when I played Hades on Friday, it was a brand new game under Xbox Game Pass on the Series X. Brand new release. It had already been out on PC and other venues last year. But this was really my first opportunity to play the game. Now, previously, this year, I had played Returnal. And Returnal was really the first roguelike game that I had played in its entirety. I've played other roguelikes before, like Binding of Isaac and stuff like that, but I never actually played one of these games from start to finish. Well, in a nutshell, Returnal disappointed me. For various different reasons. And the entire time I was playing Returnal, people were telling me, Phil, you really should play Hades. It was the best game of last year. You missed out by not playing it, even though it's not your style of game. since you played Returnal, you're probably going to really appreciate Hades. And I was like, all right, if I get a chance. In fact, I had multiple people offer to buy me the game earlier this year. And I was like, well, think about it. But then it was announced Hades is going to be under Game Pass. And then I got an Xbox Series X. And I'm like, wow, this is all great. Right? So, it all worked out. It came out on Friday. I played it for 3 hours. I love it. Even though, admittedly, the game is going to be challenging. And I know there's going to be things that are going to happen. Like, for example, right now, I'm in the middle of a great run. I've got an amazing build. I'm doing triple dashing with invincibility, double hits that do double damage. So every time I dash, I'm essentially triple dashing and hitting for 6 hits that are doing giant, chunks of damage to the enemies. My heavy ability is a ranged attack that hits with lightning and chain lightnings everyone for monstrous damage. Like, I'm doing great, but I have, no health. So I know I'm going to die. And it's that kind of feeling of tenseness and suspense, like you're gonna die. There's no way I'm beating the game on this run. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna happen. And I know I'm gonna have to redo a bunch of stuff. But at the very same time, since you're always making constant progression that sticks in this game, I get the feeling that it's gonna be super fun. Every time I play, I get more story, I get more upgrades, I get more things that are gonna make me better, right? And that's a cool thing. That's definitely what I'm gearing towards here in the game is, even though I know I'm going to fail, right? Even though I know I'm going to lose, I'm going to fail, I'm going to die, I'm going to have forward movement, which is the opposite of what Returnal was. Returnal was you could literally sit there and play it for 5 to 6 hours and get nothing because of the way they designed the game, which in my opinion was poor. They really did a poor job of designing that game. They didn't respect the player's time. They thought that the excuse was that it was a PS5 exclusive, that everyone was going to forgive it. Well, I'm not so forgiving. I'm an honest guy. I don't kiss games' butts, okay? So, all that being said, my friends, I'm very excited for more today. We're actually starting off, I had beaten a mini-boss, the Minotaur, who I had 7 health when I fought him, and I beat him. He didn't hit me once. I beat the entire boss without getting hit. Pretty crazy. So, I mean, this build I have right now is insanely good, but I have no health. 1 hit and it's over. And I know I'm going to get hit. I'm going to hit by a trap or something, some weird projectile is going to come off the screen. It's going to screw me over. I know it's happening. All right, that's part of the tenseness of this game. I feel, and that's a good thing. That's actually a major part of what I feel makes a roguelike a roguelike. It makes it feel unique. So I'm looking forward to more. Even if I die in the first 2 seconds that I play, I don't care. We'll buy new upgrades. We'll start over. We'll have some fun. All right, I'm having fun with this game. And by the way, guys, I do want to say this, please. Continue to help me with advice during this playthrough, being that, this is not a genre of game that I typically play. I've never played this game before. Your tips, your little pieces of advice here or there are, they're impeccable to my success. Or just a few little minor things you guys told me last time around helped me in huge ways. So by all means, please continue to help me out. Without spoilers, by the way. Don't say, oh, the next boss is this and you got to do this to beat him. Don't do that. But general gameplay, tips and the like, I am very open to taking help here live on the stream. And again, that's part of the reason I do interactive streams and why these streams are very different from the old style of gameplay that I used to do. A game like this, back in the day, before I was interactive with you guys, I would just be frustrated. I'd be like, it's too hard, it's cryptic, I don't understand it, I'm dying constantly, fuck this game. And I would delete it from my console, I would slam my controller, I would whine and cry like a baby, and then I would put my pacifier in my mouth to calm myself. But today I'm different. Today, I am open to listening to help and feedback and learning. I'm open to learning about these new genres. They've opened my eyes to many different games and styles that I normally wouldn't have played back in the day. And I have a lot of fun with this stuff. So I'm very much looking forward to today's stream. And I lost the pacifier, so I wouldn't be able to calm myself down anyway. So I have to approach these games with a different attitude these days. Okay? So, yes, major stream of Hades today. Very excited for this. Tonight, on the late stream, it's the continuation of Last Stop, the really oddball, narrative-based game that I've been playing for the past week and a half. Some of the most zany things I've ever seen in a game like this. I don't even know where the plot is going at this point. It's so nuts. Okay? So I hope you guys will join me tonight for 2 more hours of that. Tomorrow is my day off. Tomorrow's going to be a fun day, but it's also going to be an incredibly busy and tiring day. I have so much to do tomorrow. In addition to just the normal shit that I usually do, I have like multiple appointments, multiple things that have to be done while I'm out. That's why I'm actually happy that I had a chance to do some things online this week, which I'll talk about in a moment. Because, you know, I've been saying the past the past month, I was like, oh, I'm going to try to get new hats for the stream and stuff. I don't have time. My day off is so busy, so packed with activity. I don't even have extra time to, like, go look for a hat. I just don't. I know I'm going to be, you know, bell to bell tomorrow. From the morning, the moment I wake up in the morning to the moment my head hits the pillow, I'm going to be busy as shit. So, the good news is, though, it is much cooler now. The heat wave is over here in Washington. Hallelujah, thank God. It's only like 60-something degrees outside today. It's like the complete opposite. You know, past few days have been 80, 90 degrees. It's only like 60 degrees. So in the office, it's very nice and cool. Tomorrow is no exception. It's going to be the same thing. So finally, a heat wave has ended. Now, the summer's not over. We're only halfway through August. There is potential there be another one. I hope not. We already had 3. 3 heat waves is enough for me, man. Especially with the record-breaking heat numbers we've had and the fact that we have had no rain. Here in Washington State, typically we're known for the amount of precipitation we get. This is the driest year. I believe they said it was 45 years. In 45 years, it's always been wetter than it was this summer. That's how dry it is here right now. Okay? So let's hope that things stay this way, because that'll make things more comfortable. And what I mean by that is, you know, on a daily basis, we have rewards on the streams. Like, I'm going to wear a vest and stuff like that, right? And I like doing that, but it's kind of hard when it's like, well, I got to eliminate these heavier vests today because it's so hot. I'm going to sweat myself, you know. I can't do that. I have to do what's right for me. I can't put myself in unhealthy positions. But I know people get frustrated when, like, oh, I love the platinum vest and Phil doesn't have it in the running today. And there's a good reason why, you know. What we will do today is we will reset everything. Since today's the final streaming day of the week, I'll hit the reset button. And we'll have all the most popular vests eligible again, including the red, the platinum, the denim, and the gold. They're by far the 4 most requested vests that I wear on the stream. Okay? Now, when I return on Wednesday, it's going to be a very interesting week, to say the least. We got Fallout New Vegas, paired with a late-night multiplayer stream, and I'm not sure if it's going to be PUBG or Master Chief Collection yet. I'm going to think about it, likely over the course of today. If you guys have a preference for what you'd like to see Wednesday night, whether you prefer a session of PUBG or Master Chief Collection, please share with me and let me know, okay? Then on Thursday, it's the premiere of 12 Minutes via Xbox Game Pass. A unique game. I cannot wait to play it, finally, after all these years of anticipation. And then Thursday night's going to be more Last Stop, and likely it'll be the conclusion of Last Stop if what people are saying about the length of the game is true. Okay? On Friday, it's the premiere of Ghost of Tsushima's first DLC expansion, Ikishima Island. I'm very excited for that as well, because I'll be playing it on the PS5 now, which means the game will be running at a silky smooth 60 frames per second, even more improved visuals than the original game, which I thought was one of the best looking games I'd ever played. So, man, it's going to be amazing to play that on PS5, starting on Friday, okay? Friday night will be Street Fighter, of course, as usual. And then over the course of the weekend, there'll be more 12 Minutes and more Ghost of Tsushima expansion, paired with my fun late-night streams, likely more Hades, and likely Microsoft Flight Simulator. Speaking of Microsoft Flight Simulator, here's the deal. We've been doing this now for about 3 weeks, ever since it came out on the Xbox Series X. I've definitely enjoyed doing it. It's something very different than what I'm used to doing. It's a chill stream where there's not much gameplay involved, but actually flying around and looking at these areas is pretty nice. Yesterday we did some stuff in Africa, and then we actually did Las Vegas, which was pretty neat to see like the Luxor and everything from the sky. It was pretty cool. But for some odd reason, it was very, very slow last night for support. And it's actually the opposite. It's actually been doing really well for support. All of a sudden, it was slow. Now, some people brought up a very good point last night. They were like, Phil, yesterday you did this marathon. That was a fundraising event on Saturday. And a lot of people contributed. And maybe they just, those are the same people who watch the Flight Sim streams. And they just can't contribute like that back to back. And that may be correct. So I'm not going to lose my hair over it. I'm not going to go crazy. What we're going to do is we're going to do another Flight Simulator stream this coming weekend. And this stream, I'm actually hyping it up a bit because I'm going to do some of the big things people have wanted me to do. For example, first of all, we're going to start off in Buenos Aires, Argentina, because that's what the biggest contributor of last night's stream asked for. But then we're going to do, like, Disneyland, Disney World. Probably going to try to go to places like Universal Studios. I'd love to see what those places look like from the sky, since they have big buildings and rides and things. It may be pretty unique to see that stuff, okay? Then, we're going to do Seattle, because people have been asking me for Seattle for a long-ass time. They're like, you've been there before. Can you fly over the sights of Seattle and show them to us? Yes. And we're actually going to do that on this stream, okay? So that's kind of some of the stuff that I am planning for the weekend stream. We're going to see how it goes. If it goes well, and maybe the support comes back for Flight Simulator, okay, then I'll probably keep doing it as a weekly chill stream. But if we have another session where it's just abysmally slow, you know, I can't keep doing that. I've got so much stuff I can be doing right now that you guys, I know, want to see. There's so many games out that people want to see me play and will support. I'm not going to keep playing a game that's not, you know, not getting that support or that amount of attention. So we'll see what happens this Sunday. If it doesn't go well, we'll probably do one more final stream where I'll do the things people have asked, like flying over Connecticut, right? And seeing the sights and things that I used to do in Connecticut, seeing them from the sky. That would probably be pretty neat. Okay. So there you go. Now, also, there'll be more stuff, but I don't want to get so far ahead of myself. This next week's going to be really good. It's going to be a good variety of stuff. And in addition, there's going to be new things coming up this week. Here's what it is. I am going to have multiple new hats available this week. In fact, originally I thought it was only going to be 3. It looks like I'm going to have 4 new hats added to the streams this coming week. You guys have been asking me for the last month and a half to get new hats. You said you're tired of the cowboy hat. You want to see new hats on the stream. The cowboy hat has lost its specialness because it's the same hat over and over and over. All right? There are 4 new hats being added to the stream later this week. All right? I am not going to spoil what they are. All right? I am not going to spoil what they are. I'm just going to say they're pretty unique and interesting. And I'm excited to see if they actually are as good as they look. Because here's the problem. When you order stuff online, you have no idea what you're getting. You get a picture, you order it, it may look nothing like what that picture looked like when you finally get the item. And that's what I'm a little nervous about. Because, you know, ordering shit online, I've been burned before. I mean, one of the vests I have here, the red vest, which is one of your favorites, was supposed to be bright orange. It was supposed to be a Marty McFly vest from Back to the Future. And when I got it, it's the wrong color completely. They completely misrepresented what it was online, you see? So, let's see how it goes this week with these hats, if you guys like them or not. And the way it will work is, as you know, the hat reward is for hitting the tips goal. So every time we hit a tips goal this coming week, I will put up a poll for you guys to choose a new hat for me to wear. And you'll be able to see the reveal of a new hat. I won't spoil in the poll. I won't tell you what it is, but what I'm able to tell you is like the color or whatever. Like, I'm trying to think how I could do it. Yeah. That's what I could do. I could just say color, and you vote for a color, and then you'll see a hat of that color, but you'll have no idea what kind of hat it's going to be. That would actually work, I think. Okay. Pretty cool. So, yes, it should be an exciting week. Not only are we going to have new releases, but we're also going to have new hats. We're going to have new stuff on the stream all week long. I'm excited for that. Obviously, it's really cool when we get new stuff added to the rotation. It makes it feel fresh, right? So that's a good thing. I'm just trying to think, is there any other odds and ends that I want to cover before we get to talking about other stuff? Nah. Not really. I would say let's get to the quick plugs segment. All right. One thing I will say, guys. All right. I'm just going to say this up front before we get to the usual spiel. On Saturday, the marathon went really well. I was pleased with the amount of support I got. People were very supportive, and I thank you for that. Yesterday was kind of like the complete opposite because it was slow. Now, I figured that might happen. I figured, oh, man, watch. People are going to come out on Saturday and support, which is great. But watch Sunday be kind of a dud now because of that. And that's exactly what happened. I hope we can get back into the normal swing of things. Because now if I have a string of days that are slow, then there was no point in doing the marathon on Saturday. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it kind of negates the whole point. If I did a marathon to raise extra funds and then I lose those funds that I normally would have been raising the next few days. So I hope that doesn't happen. Okay? All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm an independent content creator who does not have any sponsorships, does not have any partnerships. I am a man alone making content for you on a daily basis. All right? I've been doing it for 13 years. I've been doing it for a job for over 10 years now. I love what I do. I love having these fun, interactive streams with you. I love the fact that we can have fun, meaningful conversation, and I can actually have direct conversation with my viewers because we have what we have here. It's not like other streamers who can't talk with their viewership. I pride myself on giving a shout out to every person who contributes as long as it's a positive contribution and not something insulting. I really appreciate every single contribution that comes in. Why? Because that's how I make my living, right? I don't have any other sources of income. This is it. And I really appreciate that you guys love what I do so much that you come out and you support me. Okay? That's why I laugh hilariously when morons say, oh, why do you rely on people to pay your bills? Because that's my job. My job is to do free content and then people crowdfund me. That's how the business model works. Yes, it's very different from someone who punches a clock and gets paid an hourly wage, but it's still work, and it's still completely valid work. And if you don't understand that, you're just a fucking moron. Okay? So thank you to those who appreciate what I do so much that you would actually pay to see it continue. I really, really, really do appreciate that. All right? So, how can you support the stream? Excuse me. Well, you can become a member of the stream, right? And becoming a member of this channel gives you many benefits, including a highlighted name in stream chat, having a chat crown badge next to your name to show how long you've been a supporter of the channel. In fact, once we hit October, we're going to have some people who are going to have the next level of crown, which is going to be pretty nice. You don't have to abide by slow mode rules on YouTube. You'll be able to talk as much as you want. And you get access to all of the channel emotes. Right now, we've got 19 and growing. We're going to have more and more, especially over the course of this next few months, with all these games coming out and more people becoming members. The more members we get, the more emotes you get, okay? So, I'm excited for that, and I hope you are too. All right, so many benefits to becoming a member. Thank you to anyone who does support the channel in that way. If we do hit 275 concurrent members by the end of this month, we'll be doing a celebratory marathon event next month. Likely, it'll be something similar to what we just did. For example, that Game Pass marathon, but it could be other things. It could be an Indies marathon. It could be a retrospective marathon. There'll be a new episode of Feasting with the King during this event. So if you have not become any kind of member, please consider becoming a member. There's actually different levels of membership you can do as well that will help support the channel just a little bit more. Okay? Fair enough? Okay. You could also do a super chat or super sticker. These are ways to contribute through YouTube itself. If you do those, you'll actually have a pop-up message in the chat itself to highlight your contribution. All right? Or you can tip me. Tipping me, matter-of-factly and honestly, is the best way to contribute because I get those funds immediately and can put them towards important things like bills. Like tomorrow, I'm going out, right? I'm going out and I'll be able to pay for groceries, be able to pay for a meal out with my wife the one time a week that we go out together to have something to eat. You know, that's what tips pay for. All right? So please consider tipping. You can tip me by either looking at the description of this stream or you can type !tip into the stream chat to get the link to pop up which you can tip, okay? Now, since tipping is so important and since tipping helps more, that's why we have reward tiers in place for tipping. If we raise $50 in tips on this stream, I'll put on a pair of gunner glasses to look silly. If we raise $100 on this stream, you will vote on the kind of vest you'd like to see me wear. As I've already previously stated, today's vests eligible are red, platinum, denim, and gold. Those are the 4 vests that are eligible for today. Okay? Good stuff. If we raise $150 in tips, I will put on my cowboy hat. Now, like I said, today's the last day where there only will be the cowboy hat selectable. As of Wednesday, there'll be multiple hats available to choose from. But we have to get to Wednesday, so please bear with me today. Okay? Very nice. All right, so... yes, my friends, please consider tipping if you can, and thank you in advance. I really would appreciate hitting tips goals today. Reason being, yesterday I didn't hit any. I didn't even get close. We didn't get a single vest yesterday. All right, so it would be nice to hit the tips goals today. It would help me out a lot. Okay, guys? Fair enough? All right. Normally I would talk about game news, but once again, things are going so messed up in the world today that no one is talking about video games right now. The only news that actually came out is that within the next week, they're supposed to reveal the new Call of Duty, but I got conflicting information. One thing says it's supposed to be the 19th And then another thing said it was like the 25th, so I don't know who to believe. But in the next week or so, the new Call of Duty will be revealed. All right? Am I excited for that? Well, I'll be honest with you. No. I'm actually not excited for it at all. Reason being, number one, all the news coming out is that it's going to be an old school Call of Duty. It's going to play like older warfare. It's not anything modernized. It's going to be like World War II again. To which you're like, seriously, again? They're really going back there again. It's been, what, 4 or 5 years? Let's go back to this endless cycle, right? But in addition, this year, okay? This year, with everything going on over Activision Blizzard behind the scenes, that's very toxic and negative stuff going on over there, and the fact that they have direct competition from both Battlefield 2042 and the upcoming Halo Infinite release on the Xbox Series X, I feel this may be the year that Call of Duty finally takes a hit. Will they be unthroned? I don't know. But I actually feel Call of Duty will be less popular this year and will not sell as well as it usually does. I'm not saying that it's not going to be the #1 FPS. It's very hard to unthrone a franchise like this that's been so dominant for a decade. You know, Call of Duty always is the dominant first-person shooter every single year, okay? But what I'm saying is this is the first year in a very long time that they're actually going to have a lot of competition, and people are going to have to decide, do I play this one, or this one? Because you can't invest in 3 completely different first-person shooters within a 2-month radius, or a 2-month period, excuse me, and expect to be good at all of them. You know what I'm saying? Like, this reminds me of many, many years ago when Halo 3 came out. And I was playing the living shit out of Halo 3 for about a month and a half. It came out in September, okay? And I remember playing it and loving the game. I played the shit out of it. I was having so much fun with it. Even though, admittedly, sadly, the game was not up to snuff of what should have been on a next-gen console. Remember, that was the first Halo game on Xbox 360. It didn't even run at 720p. It didn't even run at full 30 frames per second. Graphically, the game underperformed. But the gameplay mechanics were super fun. So I got addicted to Halo 3 and played the fuck out of it. I loved it, okay? But then what happened? I'll tell you what happened. Call of Duty happened. Modern Warfare 1 released in November. And what happened is everyone played Halo for 2 months and then fucking dropped it and went and played Call of Duty because Call of Duty was so much better. And I feel like that's maybe what happens here. You can't dedicate that much time to 3 different first-person shooters. People are going to have to make their decision. So you have 2 military shooters, right? You have 2 games that are very long-running established franchises that have their own fan bases in Call of Duty and Halo. So you've got these unique things that are going to pull people away from Call of Duty. So even if this reveal comes out in a few days and it's like, wow, the game looks amazing, and knocks your socks off, look at all these features of the gameplay, I still don't believe that Call of Duty is going to be as successful this year as previous years. Again, I'm not saying they won't be the best seller. It's going to be very hard to unthrone them. But even for me, like, I'm on the fence about buying it. And that's crazy because every single year that I've been a full-time YouTuber, I've bought the new Call of Duty and played it. There's not been a single year I skipped it. Even the years that were the worst, like Ghosts, I still did it. I still played it, okay? And I'm considering skipping it this year. I'm not saying I'm going to for sure, but I'm actually considering skipping it this year because there's so much else that's going to be going on at that time, you know? So we'll see. Let's see what happens. But we should have information about the new Call of Duty sooner rather than later, just a few days, okay? All right, let's get to shout-outs, my friends. I'm sure you guys have interesting things to talk about today. We start off with Full Screen No, who did a super chat and says, "We'll never see the slim gray vest again, unhappy face." I like the slim gray vest. It's comfortable as hell. It's one of the lighter vests, and during the summertime, it would be one of the perfect vests. No one ever votes for it. Whenever I put it into the running, no one votes for it, and everyone screams at me, "Why did you make that vest eligible when there's other vests we want to see more?" So I know it sucks. It's kind of like the one vest that's like never gets voted in. I would argue the other vest is the beige vest because that was the original and people saw it so much they got tired of it. Every other vest seems to have its time. You know, the red vest, the platinum, the denim, the camo, the gold, they all get voted in frequently. But gray, we like never get the gray, man. And nothing I can really do about that. I can always put it in the running, but no one ever seems to vote for it. So, it is what it is. Pastry loving bastard did a super chat and said, new hats, how interesting. Yes, and you know, this is something that I've wanted to do for over a month and really just haven't had an opportunity. And I got to give a shout out. There was a viewer that donated some Amazon credit to me during the marathon on Saturday. And because of that, immediately I was able to buy some PlayStation Network credits to buy the Ghost of Tsushima expansion this Friday. And then I immediately was looking and I bought a few hats. I was like, this is something I've been talking about for a while. No more dilly-dallying. Let's just do it so we can have new stuff coming up this week. Okay? And then on top of that, here's what happened. I ordered 3 hats. Admittedly, I don't know if they're all going to be good because, again, you don't know what you're going to get when you order from Amazon. Then a fan contacted me yesterday and said, hey, would you like a hat? I was like, oh, wow. Well, I already ordered a few, but what do you have in mind? And he showed me these hats. I was like, wow, that one is hilarious. So then he ordered a hat. So now I'm getting 4 hats this week. So we're going to have the cowboy hat plus 4 new ones in the rotation this week. Pretty crazy. Pretty neat. Okay. Massive Bumder. Oh, this is an insult. This guy's an idiot. He's another one of these dumb fuck conspiracy theorists. Oh, why did you buy so much stuff in the last month if you can't pay your mortgage? Like, what? I didn't buy anything. Everything I just told you guys, the laptop, the chair, the Xbox Series X were all gifted to me by fans, which I really, really appreciate. Like I told you guys, for the first time in a long time, I feel professional, all right? In fact, I'm going to turn on the camera for this. For the first time in a very long time, I actually feel professional now doing this again. Like, at one point, I felt professional, and then it's like your stuff gets outdated, right? And I haven't been able to upgrade anything in the last several years. I haven't been able to upgrade a damn thing. And by the way, this camera is crooked. Yeah, I was like, why is it so far to the... Yeah, there we go. That's better. I haven't been able to upgrade anything because of all the stuff going on behind the scenes financially with me. I haven't been able to do a damn thing, you know, to improve my situation in many years. And it does... Let me tell you something. Some of these little changes. This chair. I used to do marathons. And during said marathons, okay, I would get in pain. My back would be sore. My legs would be sore. Everything would hurt. And by the end of the marathon, I'd feel physically fatigued. Like, man, I feel like I just got beat up because I sat in that chair all day playing video games. Now I've just did 2 back-to-back marathons on Saturdays. I feel great. I finish the marathon. I get up. I'm like, whoa, I feel good, man. I start walking around the house. Kat comes home from work. She's like, did you just do a marathon? I'm like, yeah, I feel good. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, just a little improvement like this. And then, are you kidding me? The Xbox Series X, oh my God. Are you kidding me? Look at what we've been doing the last few weeks. Everything I'm playing is Xbox Series X because I have it. If I didn't have that, what exactly realistically would we be doing right now, right? We have to be doing other filler stuff on PlayStation. I'm playing so many games and having so much fun with the Series X. So, and this is all made possible because of you guys. Because you guys support the content, because you like who I am as a content creator, and you want to see the content continue, and you guys supporting me, I really, 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 really appreciate it. These improvements are drastically good. See what I'm saying? So now, new console, new laptop that actually works, full, you know, comfy chair where I can sit here and not feel like shit at the end of every day. New hats are coming to add to the streams later this week. This feels awesome, and we're heading into the busy gaming season too. On top of that, right? On top of everything, we're heading into the busiest gaming season of the year, and we have all these good improvements. So this is exceptionally good. I'm very happy about the future. I'm feeling good, man. Thank you guys for everything, okay? But again, these are because people are contributing. I didn't buy any of this. I don't have money for any of this. Like I said, I very much so can't even pay my mortgage this week. It's going to be late. I got to pay them when I get paid by YouTube. There's nothing I can do about that. If this continues to be an ongoing issue, I may have to contact the mortgage company, try and negotiate with them and say, hey, can we have the due date be later in the month? Because I'm never going to be able to afford it earlier because of what's going on right now. You know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But this is me, you know, being honest and transparent with you and every piece of shit saying that I'm a liar. Well, fuck off. Got any evidence? Of course you don't, because you never do. Because it's nothing you say about me is ever true. Nothing. It's all conspiracy theorist nut job bullshit. Okay, now let's get to tips, okay? We start off today with Sad Jewish Emperor, who basically is talking about Flight Sim, and essentially is asking, are there other ways if you cannot contribute via the support goals that help out? Because basically this person could not contribute but still tries to promote the streams in other ways? The answer is yes. Even though when I say support, yes, there's goals that we have for support. Absolutely. And yes, I try to hit those goals as often as possible because I operate a business and I need to pay bills and I need to have expenses and everything. So, it's necessary for me to try to raise a certain amount every day. But there are many other ways as a viewer that you can help the streams. Just being here, having fun conversation, being a positive contributor to the chat itself, chatting up with others, chatting with me. I mean, today I'm going to play Hades. I guarantee you there's going to be people who are going to help me with this game, and that's monstrous support for the stream. Making the stream more enjoyable for everyone because you're helping the streamer is a massively good way to do it. Word of mouth. I have never, ever once been promoted, and I mean that. No one promotes me. Even when I was with partnership networks, even when I was, part of other groups, no one says, oh, come check out Phil's stream, promote it, go check. No one does that shit. I was always a one man doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? And it was always you guys, the fans, the viewers, via your word of mouth, spreading the word saying, hey, Phil's good stuff, go check him out. He's an honest guy, he's fun, he's different from other content creators, go check him out. That's what got people to come check me out. Especially in a climate where a lot of people just hate my guts because of misinformation they've heard about me on the internet. They know me as the guy who everyone hates on constantly. The guy who everyone says negative things about. That's what they know me as. They don't know me as a content creator who's been here for 13 years, making positive content, ignoring all that negativity, pushing forward positively, and having great times with his audience every day. They don't even know anything about that. All they hear is about little negative things here or there about me. That's it. And it's you guys breaking through all that bullshit and telling people, hey man, check this out. Here's Phil, and you should really check him out because he's a good guy and he does good content, right? Right? Those are the kind of things that help. Even if you can't contribute in any financial means, you can still do those things, and those are great positive ways to contribute. And again, I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you're a person who likes my content and likes my streams, but you cannot contribute via memberships or via tipping or super chats, that's perfectly okay. You don't have to worry about it. I don't want you stressing and feeling bad. Never do I want to hear from one person on this stream, man, I wish I could have contributed and I couldn't. I hear you. I understand. I appreciate what you're saying, but you don't ever have to feel that way. It's enough to me that I get to do what I love for a living and chill with you guys every day. That's what it's all about, man. I was never looking to be someone rich. I was never looking to be someone famous. I'm not looking to have anything more than what I have right now. I love my life. If anything, the thing what I would like is to have one extra day off with my wife. That's about it. Outside of that, I'm not a very demanding person. I like just being here and living my life as it is. So, thank you in advance to anyone who does contribute, but understand that it doesn't have to always be financially. Okay? Awesome. Continuing on. Rongus has tipped me $1.50. And he says, this isn't a joke. Did you ever consider getting a traditional job and streaming alongside it to supplement your income? You complain about money all the time. You have a loyal fan base who wouldn't mind a major scheduling change. This is hilarious to me because every once in a while people bring this up. And every time I answer it very concretely, very matter-of-factly with actual corroborating evidence that it's the reason why I don't do it. And then they ignore it. And then they still say that I'm lazy and I just don't want to have a real job. Okay? Which is hilarious because this is a real job. All right? So allow me to very concretely explain this to you as much as I can. And I'm going to move on because every once in a while, every few months, someone asks the same exact question. I make more being here doing this than I would ever make out there at some kind of an in-person job. All right? I've been doing this for over 10 years. I have experience and expertise in it. People like what I do. When I stream, it's profitable. All right? It's not always as profitable as I'd like it to be. And yes, there's ups and downs. But this is the most I'm ever going to make right here. If I quit this and say, oh, I'm only going to stream 3 hours a day and I'm going to go get a full-time job out there, I will make less money out there than if I was sitting here streaming. It's that simple. I've only been explaining it this way for many, many years, and people just don't want to listen. Now, you could argue, oh, well, this job isn't stable or consistent enough. Why would you trust that? Because every job I've ever had out there was less stable. And I mean that. I had an office job for 4.5 years, and they laid me off for absolutely no good reason. Every retail job I've ever had lays me off. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what else I'm doing. Nothing is stable. It's what it is. There's this weird illusion, especially in the United States. There's a very weird illusion that having a job that's a brick and mortar job, you work in an actual physical building, right? That job is somehow more stable and consistent than doing your own business. It's not in any way, shape, or form. It's not. In this, especially now in this uncertain world, how things have changed the last couple of years, absolutely nothing is certain at all. All right? It's just that simple. At any moment, you could go get a job that's full-time and then get laid off or fired for no fucking good reason. That's how it works in America. I don't know how it works in other countries. In the United States, you're completely disposable. That's what I've learned in my 39 years on this planet and my, arguably, 24 years being employable. That's what I've learned, is that no one cares about you. You will lose your job if they feel like it, and there's nothing you can do about it. Okay? Now, here's the thing. If I have something bad that happens to me on the internet, like, for example, I lose my partnership with Twitch, I can recover from it. It's going to be a road to recovery. It's not an instant recovery. But because of the support of my viewers and fans, okay, I can find a way to recover from it. All right? If I were to out of nowhere lose a brick and mortar job, I don't know if I'd be able to get another job right away, right? That could literally fuck my life up. You know what I'm saying? In addition to all of that, I have been an online content creator for 13 years, and I've been doing this for a job for over a decade. I have more experience doing what I'm doing right now than anything I've ever done outside of being an internet content creator. I can now say for 13 years, this is what I've done, and I've evolved and changed for the better over that course of time, and that's where my expertise is. If I were to go out there and try to do something else, okay, what expertise and experience do I have exactly? Oh, well, 10, 11 years ago, I used to work an office job, right? Oh, 15 years ago, I worked at Best Buy. This is criteria for you to hire me now. No. It would essentially be starting from scratch. You got to understand that. It would really be like starting completely over, a new life almost. And not to say that that's not viable and it would never happen. But the point I'm making here is I would be a ludicrous idiot to drop what I'm doing now, which I love doing and make a good amount of money doing, to go out there and start over and make less and put myself at even higher risk, because at any moment you can lose that job. At any moment, I could be banned from Twitch or YouTube or whatever, and I would find somewhere else to go and my viewer base would follow me. It's that simple. All right? But out there, it ain't that easy. You have to understand that, okay? So I hope you understand that. Every once in a while, people ask the same question. I always answer exactly the same way, and then they ignore the answer. They do. They're like, oh, well, Phil just doesn't want to get a job. He's lazy. Like, what are you talking about? I had a job. I worked since I was 16 years old, all the way through till when I lost that office job in 2010. All right? That was a long time. That was a good run, right? That was a pretty strenuous and long run. I worked at fast food. I worked at Circus City. I worked at a mortgage company. I worked at Best Buy. And I worked in an office job for a helicopter company. I've been through the ringer. I did all the stuff that you guys do. I understand it. All right? I don't envy you. I really don't. Anyone who's stuck in those jobs. I hate the retail industry. I hate corporate culture. All those things treat people like a number on a spreadsheet, like a cog in a big machine, rather than actually caring about who you are as a person or caring that you actually may have a family you need to support. They don't give two fucks about you. They just don't. And that sucks ass. There's no human aspect to employment in the United States these days. So I hear ya, and that's why I realize how lucky I am to be who I am and to do what I do, and I'm grateful for everyone who supports me and allows me to continue to do this, because I realize this is a much better situation than I would have if I weren't doing this. I know that, all right? But to say something ridiculous like, oh, just go ahead and go get another job, it'll be better for you. Like, what facts are you exactly studying here that are proving what you're saying is correct? Like, there's nothing. There's zero evidence or corroboration. You're just talking out of your butt, likely for multiple reasons. Either you have this weird misconception of what it's like to be a content creator, or you have a weird misconception about the job market in America, which is not correct, or you just don't like me and you don't want to see me be successful on stream anymore, so you wish that I would go, pump out frozen yogurt somewhere again like I used to in the 90s, right? So there you go. All right, let's continue. Only Iced Coffee has done a $2.50 tip, which is the biggest tip of the day so far. So let's get him up on the leaderboard. Not Orc. His name is not Orc. Okay. We'll go ahead and... oops. Shit. Here we go. Let me go ahead and... let me go ahead and read this. He says, what do you have planned for your day off tomorrow? Any trips to the dump or haircut? I know you can't go into specifics because of trolls. Can you give us any more context? Very basic explanation is we got a lot to do, including the usuals, which is like grocery shopping, running errands, and pet supplies this week. We also have to drive somewhere for an appointment. We actually have to drive decent amount of distance to get to somewhere. So there's going to be driving involved that is going to take away from our day. You know what I mean? Like, I don't mind driving, but it kind of sucks when you only have one day off a week and you're spending over an hour driving somewhere. Kind of blows. But we're going to have fun. We have some fun stuff planned while we're doing some of the other stuff that we hope will pan out and being a good day. And plus, the fact that it's not going to be hot tomorrow will be a significant improvement. The last 2 to 3 days off we've had were scorchers, where we would go outside and be sweating, go in the car, it's like sitting in an oven. And it's supposed to not be like that tomorrow. Okay? Only Iced Coffee did another tip. The second $2.50 tip. Thank you, Only Iced Coffee. And he says, with New Vegas, Fallout New Vegas, coming, boy, I gotta read this word for word because I'm screwing this all up. With the conclusion of Fallout New Vegas coming soon, will there be a replacement game waiting in the wings? I was thinking maybe premiering Final Fantasy VII in place of Fallout New Vegas after it concludes. Your thoughts? We don't need a replacement game. There's enough new releases now that are going to be coming out that are going to take up the time. This is not like the past 2-3 months where essentially there has not been a lot going on at all and we needed things to fill the time. It's kind of the opposite, actually, where now we're going to have a ridiculous amount of games coming out. Just to give you some perspective, new releases coming out in the next few months. This isn't even all of them. This is just what I had from a list like 2-3 months ago. Okay? 12 Minutes, the Ghost of Tsushima expansion, Psychonauts 2, Sonic Colors Ultimate, Tales of Arise, Life is Strange True Colors, Deathloop, the possibility of Diablo 2 Resurrected is a chill stream. I haven't decided on that yet. Kena Bridge of Spirits, Lost Judgment, Far Cry 6, Metroid Dread, Back 4 Blood, Battlefield 2042, The Dark Pictures House of Ashes, Guardians of the Galaxy, Forza Horizon. I put the two words together. Forza Horizon 5. And there's more. Like that's just ending in like November. There's more coming out in December. And by the way, I didn't left out games there. Like I know there's probably like 3-4 games in there that I didn't even mention. That's crazy amount of new releases coming out in the next few months. Okay. We're not gonna need a long ass game to be replacing Fallout. When we finish Fallout, there will be more than enough to do. In addition to that, the Game Pass stuff alone, right? The Game Pass stuff alone, being able to jump into games and play them at a moment's notice with zero financial investment is just so cool. We already got a couple games that I would probably like to play on Game Pass if we do need some filler content. I'm not too worried about it. So we're good in that regard, okay? Only Iced Coffee tipped me another $2.50 and says, the only evidence these morons ever have is photoshopped hogwash. Hold on. Always feel good watching and hearing you debunk morons on stream. Yeah, the thing is, sadly, I can't really debunk much because when they make shit up completely, you know what I'm saying? You can't show anything to prove anything. And the few times when they try to bait me into doing something, it would be hurtful to me to reveal things that they're trying to bait me into revealing. All right? So I don't play their game. I know well what they're doing. They're playing the long game. They feel that if they throw enough nonsense against me that's bullshit, that eventually I'll accidentally reveal something that's hurtful to me, and then they can use that against me. I'm not dumb. So that's why I don't pay attention to their horse shit. Alright, so Rongus has a follow-up tip. Says, I must say watching your stream is inconsistent. Sometimes you're calm and positively interactive with your audience, or you end up vitriolic in games, cussing game developers in solo games, or decrying competitors in fighting games. Yes, that's my personality, man. Sometimes I'm playing a game that's very relaxing, and I have a great time interacting and chilling and having, you know, fun just with my audience, and then other times the game will piss me off. I mean, that's just how it is, you know? That's me in a nutshell. As you know, depending on what kind of style of game that I'm playing, you're going to get a variety of reactions and a variety of streaming, you know, so yeah, I agree with you. I never failed the mission. Tip me $1.50. He says there's a new Nintendo game out. It's called Road 96. It's $20. Would you play it if I donated? Or if it was donated? I don't know anything about it. No, I wouldn't just play a game because it was donated. I would need to know about what the game is and why exactly you guys want to see me play it. All right? I don't know what it is. Phew. So, if I had an idea what it is, if people were interested, I'd consider it. But no, if I never heard of the game before, so no. Wrongest tip me another $1.50 says, I never said you should drop streaming or you're lazy. I said you should consider a traditional job alongside it. I know streamers who have traditional jobs stream and have highly edited content. That's good for them. That's absolutely good for them. I'm happy for them. But like I said, I would be shooting myself in the foot if I said, oh, on a daily basis, instead of streaming all day long, I'll have a 9-to-5 job and then at night I'll stream for 2 hours, okay? I would be shooting myself in the fucking foot because I know I'm not going to make as much in that 9-to-5 as I would if I were sitting here on stream for you guys. It's that simple, man. It's just math. It's just math. Oh, by the way, I love this job. Why would I want to do something else when I can make more money doing this? When I love what I'm doing, right? I'd be pretty stupid. Okay. Lord Hades has tipped me a $20 tip. That is awesome. Thank you, Lord Hades. Let's go ahead and get that up on the leaderboard as the biggest tip of the day so far. Excuse me. How did I do that? Oh my god, I screwed it up again. Okay. Lord Hades says the following. Apparently those games you've been harvesting also convert to American currency, boy. This is not a reward for your pitiful attempts to escape. It's simply adequate conversion of your thievery from my realm. Huh? I think what he's saying is the gems that I'm earning in Hades are actual real money. Now, that would be interesting. Imagine if you could play video games and the currency you earn in the game is real money you could spend in real life. Wow. Now, that's a novel concept. Imagine if they made a game like that. That game would be heavily regulated by the government because they'd be like, oh, it's gambling or something, right? That's interesting. Thank you very much for that very generous tip. Only Ice Coffee tipped another $2.50. And he said, here's another thing people don't realize. I don't want to get super political, but soon we may experience another economic depression. Inflation and hyperinflation may happen. Streaming is the best solution for now. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, that's absolutely correct what he's saying. Just in the last 13 years that I've been a content creator, all right, I have seen the financial markets of the United States go up, down, up, down, up, down, like a pinball bouncing back and forth across a pinball table. That's how the United States is sometimes, okay? Very well right now, I might be able to go out and get a job, and within 2 years, the job gets phased out, and now I'm unemployed, all right? My job right now will never be phased out. You can't phase me out of a job where all I do is I put out free content and people support it. If that was going to happen, I would have been outdated, years ago, and I would have went away. I have stood the test of time, and I've proven that people want to see me continue to do what I do. They support it, and they're not going to go away because of some fucking flash in the pan change on the internet, some bullshit going on. I can adapt. I can make myself pertinent, relevant to my audience, not to the mainstream. The mainstream's never going to think that I'm pertinent or relevant, but I have a dedicated audience that want to see me continue to do what I do. And I'm not going to be able to, you know what I mean? There's not going to be a downscaling of the fucking internet where I can't do this anymore. You know what I mean? Like, this is way safer than anything else I could do out there. For real. I'm talking from personal experience. Someone, again, who worked from the mid-90s until 2010, always had a full-time job and busted his ass at a job. And every job I went to mistreated me, felt that I didn't have any value as a human, and just, threw me around, had me overworked. My God, that office job, if anything. I thought, when I got that office job, I was like, I'm set for life. I'm just going to work my ass off at this job. I'm going to continue to work up the ranks. I'm going to do a good job at this job. It was completely the opposite. It was politics constantly inside the job. People always getting opportunities and things over me for fucking real bullshit reasons. Telling me and promising me the world. Overworking me. Not paying me enough for the work I was doing. I was doing work that wasn't even supposed to be done by a customer service rep. I was doing improvement work to the business where I was improving processes within the business, but I was getting paid the pay of a customer service representative. They literally were mistreating me on a daily basis with the promises of long-term improvement and benefits like promotions, and then they laid me off. So do you think I have any confidence that if I ever leave this job, of an online content creator where I know I have an audience that supports me and is dedicated to helping me out and making me be able to continue to do what I love, that if I leave this and I go do something else, that I'm ever going to have that level of support or anyone will ever care about me ever again. I have zero confidence that I would ever find anything out there like that. Seriously, like, I feel like it would just be, no matter what, I'd be going to a worse situation. You know what I mean? Especially with the way that America works. There's highs and lows in the economy. Right now, the economy is starting to turn around. In 5 years, it could tank again. Now there's no jobs again. So what am I doing, right? Anyway, it's now time for more YouTube shout-outs. We've got Full Screen No, who did another super chat and said the ergonomic healing Seattle chair. Oh, not healing, but certainly preventing further injury. Because like I said, those long days that I would do marathons in the other chair, I'd actually feel like shit when it was done. And now I'm sitting up, I feel good. This lumbar support, to me sitting upright instead of hunching, everything, this is great. It really is a shocking change to me. Okay? David St. James from iCarly did a $5 super chat and says, have I heard of a Renton City Retro Gaming Convention? Why haven't I ever mentioned it? Because I don't know anything about it. I am here every day, full-time, streaming for you guys. How would I know anything about a convention? Exactly. Right? I don't know anything about it. I don't have time for a convention. I got a stream to do. I got work. Right? I don't even know what you're talking about. Who are you? Seriously, the last convention I went to was, what, 2015? 2016? We're talking like 5-6 years ago. I can't even take a day off. Like I told you guys, if I had the opportunity to, I would take a second day off a week to spend with my wife. Right? That's what I would love. I don't have time for fucking conventions, man. I got shit to do. This isn't like the old days where ad revenue on YouTube was so high that I could take days off and go film with vlogs and slap a few vlogs on YouTube and make ridiculous money. It ain't like that anymore, man. I can't take days off. Mr. No Days Off. Alright, folks. I think it's time for a break. Let's take our break. I gotta use the bathroom. Alright? I recommend you grab a drink, use the restroom yourself, prepare yourselves, prepare your booties for Hades. The Hades booties. Alright? Hades is coming. I'm excited for this. I think it's gonna be a great stream. I think you guys should start taking bets on how long I'm gonna survive, because I have like 7 health left. I have an amazing build, but I only have like 7 health left. So how long will I survive on this run, or am I going to die within like 2 minutes of starting up? I predict I am going to die within like 2 minutes. I'd be shocked if I didn't. But let's see how it goes. Thank you guys for the support. I will see you in just a few minutes. Thanks. Zabadazoo. Zoobity-boo. A zombie apocalypse is coming for you. 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 Zabadazoo. Zabadazoo. Find Katie's on breaks before she dies. 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 Zibbity, zabbity, zabbity zoo. Zibbity, zabbity, zabbity zoo. We gotta find a way into the maintenance room.
Zippity, zobbity, zobbity zoo. Zippity, zobbity, zobbity zoo. We gotta find a way into the maintenance room. Cool, fire. Oh shit, a sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. Oh yeah. Sledgehammer. Sledgehammer. Oh yeah. Sledgehammer. 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 I'm coming for you. Oh yeah. Zabba-da-zoo. The soothing sounds of Barry White during the zombie apocalypse.
I love the music in this. It's my favorite, even though 3 is good, 2 is the best. Fuck off if you disagree. Because I love this soundtrack. I grew up playing this game. I'll sing all the fucking music and I will go insane. Ah! Okay, I'm not gonna do that anymore.
Who let the souls out? 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 Swimming with the souls. Oh yeah. Swimming with the souls. Like a little tadpole. Oh yeah. Swimming with the souls. Swimming upstream with the bass. Swimming with the souls. Like a little tadpole. Oh yeah. Like a little tadpole. Like a little tadpole. Oh yeah. Who let the souls out? 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 Better tug of war with chains, huh? Dodge those chains, find a better, son. Dodge those chains, find a better, son. Dodge those chains, find a better, son. Beat your ass with that big ass chain. Every time I get hit, I fall in the fucking pit. Trying to dodge it, can't do shit. Every time I get hit, I fall in the fucking pit. Come on, I fucking dodge that shit. Every time I get hit, I fall in the fucking pit. Trying to dodge it, can't do shit. Every time I get hit, I fall in the fucking pit. Trying to dodge it, can't do shit. I'm the god of the dead now, bitch. I'm the god of the dead now. Oh yeah. I'm the god of the dead now, bitch. I'm the god of the dead now. Oh yeah. Who let the souls out? 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 Bitches just don't know. Trying to fuck with the Lord of War. Bitches just don't know. Bitches just don't know. Trying to fuck with the Lord of War. Bitches just don't know. Trying to fuck with the Lord of War. Bitches just don't know. Trying to fuck with the Lord of War. Bitches just don't know. Bitches just don't know. Give me my bonus souls, bitch. Give me my bonus souls. Oh yeah. Give me my bonus souls, bitch. Give me my bonus souls. Oh yeah. Give me my bonus souls, bitch. Give me my bonus souls. Oh yeah. Who let the souls out? 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 Oh, fuck you. Not you, this guy. Not you. This guy over here. This guy. Oh, fuck you. Not you, this guy. Not you. Oh, fuck you. Not you, this guy. Not you. This guy over here. This guy. There we go. Are you not dead yet? Here, I'm the third then. Fuck you, you dumb shit. Who let the souls out? 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 Who let the souls out?
welcome to 2020. Yes, welcome to New Year. I'm speaking to you from 2020 now. I'm ready for great gameplay streams. I'm ready for hanging out and chilling with you guys. I'm ready for the future.
Proto man, if it's the bad. fucking floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause they on the fucking floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause they on the fucking floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause they on the fucking floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause they on the fucking floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause they on the fucking floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause they on the fucking floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause they on the fucking floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause they on the fucking floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor. Bugs in the air, we got bugs in the air. Flying everywhere, fucking bugs in the air. Bugs in the air, we got bugs in the air. Flying everywhere, fucking bugs in the air. Bugs in the air, we got bugs in the air. Flying everywhere, fucking bugs in the air. Bugs in the air, we got bugs in the air. Flying everywhere, fucking bugs in the air. Flying everywhere, fucking bugs in the air. Flying everywhere, fucking bugs in the air. Bugs in the air. Shepherd on the floor, it was Shepherd on the floor. Shoot him in the face 'cause he's on the fucking floor. Shepherd on the floor, it was Shepherd on the floor. Shoot him in the face 'cause he's on the fucking floor. Shepherd on the floor, it was Shepherd on the floor. Shoot him in the face 'cause he's on the fucking floor. Shepherd on the floor, it was Shepherd on the floor. Shoot him in the face 'cause he's on the fucking floor. Shoot him in the face 'cause he's on the fucking floor. Shoot him in the face 'cause he's on the fucking floor. He's on the fucking floor. That's how we fucking do, son. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Bugs in the air, we got bugs in the air. Flying everywhere, fucking bugs in the air. Bugs in the air, we got bugs in the air. Flying everywhere, fucking bugs in the air. Shepherd on the floor, it was Shepherd on the floor. Shoot him in the face 'cause he's on the fucking floor. Shepherd on the floor, it was Shepherd on the floor. Shoot him in the face 'cause he's on the fucking floor. Bugs in the air, we got bugs in the air. Flying everywhere, fucking bugs in the air. Bugs in the air, we got bugs in the air. Flying everywhere, fucking bugs in the air. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor, we got thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor. Shoot 'em in the face 'cause it's thugs on the floor. Thugs on the floor. Here we go. We have returned to the world of Dark Souls. There's a dragon. Giant fucking knight. We got trolls. What the fuck is here? I play video games for the gorgeous view.
Praise the sun. Ah, praise the sun.
Are you kidding me? What the fuck is this?
This is Dark Souls.
Son of a bitch. I'm not rolling. I'm trying to run. This is stupid. What's going on? He's dancing. You're gonna be dancing in a second. Your days of dancing are done. Another fucking invader. God damn it. Where's the bonfire? Kindle that shit.
The sex change coffin? What the fuck? Am I a chick now? I think I turned into a chick. What is the point of this?
We have returned to the world of Dark Souls. There's a dragon. A giant fucking knight. We got trolls.
What the fuck is here?
I play video games for the gorgeous view.
Praise the Son. Ah, praise the Son.
Are you kidding me? What the fuck is this?
This is Dark Souls.
Son of
Alrighty, everybody, let's get this show on the road. Just let me want a fine-tuning adjustment here, and we can begin. I actually received a tip from Choco Boko during the break. $5 tip. Thank you, Choco Boko. He says, I don't think you get enough credit for what you do. I personally can't do what you do, or at least not on my own. I'd probably let my uncle steal the show with his hilarious personality. You, on the other hand, are a good entertainer, and that's what I'm looking for. Well, I appreciate that. I'm happy you feel that way. You know, I never really would have thought that I could be an entertainer. But over the years that I would attend Street Fighter tournaments and the like, people would always tell me that they liked my personality, that it came through as like a genuine guy, but also a funny guy who likes to joke around and tease and have a good time. And not to say that I ever thought that that would turn into anything at all, because I never did. But the fact that somehow I did manage to turn that into this career, really, pretty crazy. The fact that hundreds of people around the world on a stream and thousands of people over on this channel, DSPGaming on demand, like to watch me do stuff every day is pretty insane. I never thought or fathomed that that would be the case at all in any way, shape, or form. By the way, absolutely, yes, I am wearing headphones for this today. I really enjoyed wearing these last time around. I thought it was pretty good. So, and tonight we're doing Last Stop. So yeah, and plus tomorrow's my day off. I'm definitely wearing headphones today. Any chance I'll try Torchlight 3? I have no idea what that is with Dre Day. Never heard of it. Nintendo. Big Old Bean says, I got my Nendoroid Wolf doll today. Congrats. I have no idea what that is. Oh, this music's great. Did you ever think about trying to be in the WWE? Yeah, when I was young and I was stupid, before I knew what it was like to really be a pro wrestler. Of course, everyone fantasized. Anyone who was a fan about wrestling, or anyone who was a fan of wrestling, fantasized about maybe being a wrestler one day. Okay. Matt on Wheels is trying to get as many nectars as you can in the game. It helps advance the plot for every... What just happened? Should I have gotten that achievement last time and it didn't pop? Maybe, right? I think I was supposed to get that achievement last time and it didn't pop. So I got it late. I don't even know what Asphodel is. Was that the second world? The fire world? The lava world? That's weird that I got that achievement out of nowhere. Huh. Hey, better late than never. Right? Awesome. Okay. No, Callings, you're absolutely right. He says, I feel like you played more on your Xbox last month than you did the entire last gen. You're absolutely right. And the thing is, moving forward, in the next few months, I'm going to be playing a ton on this thing, man. A ton on my Xbox Series X. So, I'm excited. What would I have been in my wrestling name? I don't know. I have no idea. Okay. Are we ready? Here we go. Why am I... Oh, God. It says I'm recording. That's not good. Oh, no. This is still pre-stream. This is still pre-stream. It never ended. Pre-stream never ended. I've been recording for like an hour and a half. Oops. If you're watching this on demand on YouTube, you've officially probably watched the longest pre-stream I've ever done. I forgot to stop recording. Oops. Well, son of a bitch. That one's definitely getting claimed on YouTube.